What's going on, fam? It's your boy AP the Fragrance King, and I'm coming at y'all today with a long overdue video. If you find yourself following this channel or other channels just like it, then that probably means that you either into fragrances or you're a frag head just like me. I love fragrances, but if I had to do it all over again, it'll probably be a lot of things that I would change. Because over the years, there's a lot of trials and tribulations and a bunch of perils that come with collecting fragrances. It could be just like any other addiction in life, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whatever it might be, man. You can be addicted to fragrances. And I'm here to talk about it today so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So if that's you or you know somebody that's headed down this road, then this might be the video that you want to watch. I'm not going to gatekeep. I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know before you start your journey or before that person starts their journey with collecting fragrances. Let's go. So first thing first, we got to find a fragrance. So you might be somebody that's casually into fragrances and you just like to go in the store from time to time and smell around to see what it is that you like. If that's you, then you're doing the right thing, man. So number one thing that I want to talk about is finding your signature scent or finding a scent profile that you like, something that you enjoy, something that you don't mind wearing a day in, a day out. Not a special occasion, but something that you don't mind reaching on the shelf and grabbing and going about your day and knowing that you're going to smell good. And even if you don't get compliments, you cool with the way that you smell. You like the way that you smell. So how do we do that? I recommend anybody that is getting into fragrances to, number one, take your time. And how do you find your signature scent or your signature smell, or find out what type of smell you actually like? The first thing you need to do is, you can't be lazy with this. You're going to have to shop around. You have to go in store after store after store after store. Sniff different fragrances, sniff coffee beans, whatever, and find your scent. And here's the thing. Always remember that what smells good on a testing strip might not necessarily smell good on your particular skin, and so on and so forth. So if you spray some on a testing strip in a store, you're going to get that initial blast of whatever the fragrance is. So you're only going to be smelling the top notes. And sometimes those top notes is overpowering. And to you, to your nose at that particular time, that's the way the fragrance is going to smell. Well, here's the thing. When you're walking around with a fragrance on your skin, after a certain amount of time, you're smelling after a couple of hours or so, is the dry down. So a lot of people are attracted to the dry down. Some people are attracted to the opening, but the dry down is what you really want to focus on. And how do you figure out what a fragrance actually smells like if you just smell it on a testing strip in the store? So I recommend going into a store, spraying it on your wrist, your hand, spraying it on your clothes, man. And that might be the only fragrance that you get to smell that day, because you're going to actually wear it. You're going to wear it around. You're going to see how you feel, what type of mood the fragrance puts you in. All of these things actually matter when you put on a fragrance. Because let's be honest, there's times when you can put on a fragrance, you can wear it and it smells good, but after a while you get tired of smelling it. It gives you a headache, the whole nine. So you don't want to be that guy or that girl that just fell in love with the opening of a fragrance, and you got it home, you spend all this money for it, and now you don't want it. You don't wear it because maybe it's something off-putting about that fragrance. That's the mistake that I did. When I got into fragrances, one of the things that, when I started collecting or just being a casual buyer, I would smell the opening of a fragrance. Oh, yeah, I like it. And then I would buy it and get home and realize that after I wear it out somewhere, it really wasn't my cup of tea to begin with. So I wasted a lot of money, So I recommend, over the course of a week or whatever the case is, go into a store, get your nose on different fragrances, different types of fragrances, whether it's gourmand, whether it's a citrus, whether it's amber based, whatever you feel like that you might like, put your nose on it. And if you like it, wear it around, see how it feels. All right. That's my number one thing to do when you get into fragrances. It's going to save you a lot of headache and money in the long run. The number two thing that I want to talk about when it comes to fragrances is, don't fall for the hype, right? What do I mean by that? Falling for the hype on fragrances will get you hemmed up. You'll go broke. You'll realize that you got a lot of stuff sitting on the shelf, like me, right? That you don't even wear and that you never liked, but you just bought it because of the hype. Somebody else said it smelled good. Rule of thumb is always remember this too. What smells good on somebody else, you ran into somebody at the store, you asked them what they was wearing, and they told you what they was wearing, and you liked it. They gave you the name of the fragrance. You go to the store, you research it, and it smells exactly how it smelled when you smelled it on that person. But it might not necessarily go with your body chemistry, your makeup, the oil that is coming from your skin, the soap, the lotions that you use. Maybe they're using something totally different. Maybe their skin absorbs fragrances different than yours. So don't be that guy or that girl that fall for the hype. Yes, it smells good on that person. It absolutely does, but it might not necessarily smell good on you. So get your nose on it. Don't fall for the hype. Definitely, I don't want to give you a sample. That's something totally different, which we're going to talk about here shortly, right? So don't fall for the hype, man. Take your time. All right. The third thing that I want to talk about is just what I just mentioned, talking about samples. So say you did find your favorite fragrance or that fragrance that you feel like might be you. It might be your signature scent, right? But it might be expensive, or it might be $50, or it might be $100. What you want to do at that time is see if the store is willing to give you a sample. A lot of stores are. If you say, hey, can I get a sample of this particular fragrance? I'm thinking about purchasing it. They'll give you a sample. You know why? Because they want your business. They know if they take care of you at that time, there's a good chance that if you do like that fragrance or any fragrance in the near future, that you're going to come back and you're going to spend your hard-earned money with them, right? That's what they're there for. So ask them for a sample, take the sample home, wear the sample over several days, right? Different elements, dates, work, wear it outside to go, shopping, go to the gym, wear that fragrance in every setting to see what type of mood it puts you in, right? That's the only way you're gonna know if that's your signature scent or if that scent fits what you got going on with your body chemistry, right? Um, and like I said, man, don't be afraid to ask for samples. And in some cases, they'll give you multiple samples. They'll give you multiple samples so you can smell more than one fragrance. All right. Now, let's talk about some of the hiccups that I've had as it pertains to me. Some of the major hiccups that I've had when it came to buying fragrances is that I like the house. I like the particular house. Just say if I like YSL or if I like Parfums de Marley, and just say I got 2 cents from them or I got 2 samples from them. Those 2 samples was fire. I just automatically assumed that, oh yeah, this house right here lit. I can blind buy for them and I'll be good to go. That's not the case, man. If you look right back here, right here, right, Parfums de Marley, Gold Dolphin. Let's talk about Gold Dolphin. This right here was a blind buy. And the reason why I blind bought this fragrance is because I had already purchased Percival and I purchased Leighton from the house. Those were my first two purchases from Parfums de Marley. So I said, it's in a gold bottle. Creed, Millesime Imperials in a gold bottle. Everything that's in gold bottles is going to be popping. So I went out and I spent my money on this. Now, the raspberry notes and stuff that you get in here, a lot of people might like it. A lot of people say it smells like, what is it? Tom Ford, Tuscan leather. I don't even like Tuscan leather. Now, I'm not saying that Gold Dolphin is a bad scent, but I can't see myself ever occasion where I'm wearing this, So this is a waste of money. I spent $415 on this fragrance after tax. Guess what? You want to know what a level is on this? What a fragrance, what a juice at? It's all the way up here. I've never worn it. I opened it, took it out the box, wore it on my wrist, realized it ain't for me, man. So don't be like me. Don't purchase a fragrance just because you like the way the bottle looks, or you think just because you bought some fragrances from that house that the rest of the fragrances in that house is gonna be lit. Right? Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. Gold Dolphin ain't it for me, man. So guess what? Now I got a $415 bottle of cologne sitting on my shelf that I don't use. Another fragrance that I purchased, that I blind bought, that I spent a lot of money on is this one right here, man, by the Harmonies, Hypnotizing Fire. Now, here's the thing about Hypnotizing Fire. Hypnotizing Fire is a fire scent. It's not what I expected, but it's definitely a beautiful scent. And the right occasion, this right here could be fire. But I spent all that money on this fragrance, and I'm only gonna be able to wear it in a handful of settings. You see what I'm saying? Like this is something that's just sitting on the shelf that's been sitting on the shelf for like 3 years. 3 years. Ask me how many times I've worn this fragrance. Never. Never wore it. So with that being said, it's just collecting dust. So don't be one of those people that just buying fragrances because it was hype. I bought this fragrance off of hype, listening to Kevin Samuels and all of the people that was hyping this fragrance up. And it smells wonderful, man. But the occasion for wear for this is going to be minimal at best. So keep that in mind when you are buying these fragrances, and you can save yourself a lot of money. You can save yourself a lot of money. All right. All right. So look, the next thing I want to talk to y'all about is finding where to actually shop for these fragrances. You got a lot of fragrance influencers online, all over the internet, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, right? These influencers get paid to tell you what's what. Not all of them get paid, right? Some of them is gonna give you the real deal because they spend their hard-earned money on it. A lot of them ain't never got to worry about PR because the companies aren't going to send them into PR, because if they don't like a fragrance, they're going to tell the truth about that fragrance. Now, why is this important? Because you will see from time to time an influencer get on here and they say they got 5,000 fragrances, right? 5,000 fragrances. That's a ton of fragrances. What are you going to do with 5,000 fragrances? Nothing. You know why? Because you can't even wear them. And it's going to take up a ton of space in your house. And you have to make sure that they are properly stored so they don't go bad. So every time you move, you got to make sure that those fragrances are packed properly. If that's you, if you move a lot. Me, I'm in the military, so I move around. I'm already having issues moving the fragrances that I have. So I came to the realization that moving forward, man, I'm only going to buy fragrances that I like, that I know that I'm going to be wearing. For the fragrances that I still have on hand that I don't wear every day, or that I may never wear, like Gold Dolphin, I'll probably end up selling those, or giving those fragrances away in a giveaway here in the near future. So be on the lookout for that. I will announce that ahead of time. There's going to be a lot of things that I want to do for the people that follow me on this channel, because I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. So look at the gray market. Look at the gray market. You got Joma Shop, you got Max Aroma, you got Old Factory LLC. You got a lot of these gray markets that are authentic, that they sell authentic fragrances. They're not gonna mess you around, but you can get them for a discount. So if you do find a fragrance that you want, and you have taken the opportunity to ask for a sample and actually got a sample in return, and you had a chance to wear it and you liked it, shop around and see if you can find it on a discounter first. And if you can't find it on the discounter, then by all means, go purchase it for retail. Like, you're not gonna find any Louis Vuitton fragrances at a gray market dealer, so you're gonna have to spend full retail for Louis Vuitton fragrances. All right. Listen, man, I don't want to take up no more of y'all time. I appreciate y'all for being here with me, man. If you haven't already, hit that bell notification, like, share, subscribe, and come go on this journey with me, man. While I give y'all game, and then y'all give me game in return. Y'all tell me what y'all want to see, and if it's within my means, and I'm blessed enough to do it, man, I'm definitely gonna do it. So I appreciate y'all for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, man. Take your time when you're shopping around for fragrances, and definitely don't fall for the hype. Don't just buy fragrances just to be collecting, just to have a bunch of fragrances on your shelf. It's not worth it, man. Trust me. Take it from me. It's not worth it. All right. That's all my time, man. It's your boy AP the Fragrance King. And I'm out.